DC stands for everything. Not only is it like the comics, but now it's like Dane Cook. I'm like, Dane, why are you still in DC? My name is Melina Perez, and I am a former 5-time women's champion for the WWE. Let's do it again. Hi, my name is Melina Perez, and I am a former WWE 5-time champion, and we're here at Long Beach Comic Con. So sorry. So I got into wrestling. It's kind of like a weird little story. I used to be a medical assistant for a cardiologist, and I was looking for something to do athletically because I've always been athletic my whole entire life. So as a hobby, I started doing wrestling at a wrestling school. My friend was a wrestler, so I did it for fun. And the strangest thing is that I got scouted by a WWE talent scout, and when that happened, I realized maybe I could do something with this. But when I realized that I could do something with this, I wanted to see how far I can go if I could actually make it to the WWE. So I kept going to every workout that I can, and until a couple years later, all hard work paid off, and they saw me, I fit a certain look, and when I got that contract, I didn't care what the reason was, if it was a look or if it was some kind of like moves that they liked about me. Whatever the case may be, I knew once I got my foot in the door, I was going to show the whole entire world what I was capable of. Through my journey of wrestling, there's been roadblocks, like endless roadblocks. Right when you think that you're going to make it somewhere, there's always going to be something else. But once you have that dream, if you know you're capable of doing something, you just keep going. And once you have it, it's not just having it, it's not just making it there, you just have to do whatever it takes to work hard to keep it. And when it came to the beginning part of my journey, a lot of people told me being a female wrestler, it was a kind of like women are looked at as a joke and it's all for novelty, and I refused to accept that. I just kept, even though sometimes I played the part of like, you know, ditzy girl or whatever, I knew that at one point I was going to show the world how strong Melina could be. And even now, after everything that I've accomplished, the 5 titles, being in the first Latina or the first Mexican American women's champion, there's still always so many things that I was breaking barriers on, and I'm so proud of that. And even now to this very day, I feel like it came to roadblocks where it comes to how people perceive female wrestlers. There's a stigma to female wrestlers sometimes when it comes to regular and normal everyday life, and sometimes there's a stigma where it comes to wrestling itself, and it's always a constant battle. But still, my family raised me a certain way, and I'm just through communication, that's the only way to educate people. So no matter what the roadblocks are, I'm still overcoming them. When it comes to inspiring other women to be wrestlers, like the example I was given was Nikki Bella mentioned me, you know, in an interview, saying that I inspired her and that, you know, my work was just like put her in awe. And when I hear stuff like that, like it makes me want to cry, because that's the ultimate, not only the ultimate compliment, but I feel like all the titles in the world, like I could keep getting titles, but nothing will mean as much as something like that to inspire now, like women nowadays, and somebody else who's doing amazing, that you touch their heart. Because I know, like when it comes to Sensational Sherry and other wrestlers that I've seen growing up, they're still with me to this very day, and I admire them and I respect them and love them. And to have other females see me as that, that's a great accomplishment, or that's an honor. It's not, I shouldn't say accomplishment, it's an honor. I was asked if my character, Melina, felt the need to be like a strong woman when it came to wrestling, or if it was just a role that needed to be filled that I just saw that was an opening up for, or you know, how did it come to be? But the thing is that growing up, my family taught me that, yeah, in the world there's going to be, females aren't always looked at as equals, and that was back in the day. I'm older, so you know, like I'm older than most of the people nowadays that are in wrestling, but back in the day, like a lot of equal rights wasn't really that there. But what I grew up knowing is that there's going to be that, but at the same time I'm capable of so much more, and I'm so grateful to have a strong mom that taught me that, and a father that encouraged that too. And he's a machismo guy, but at the same time he taught me that I could do anything that I wanted to do. I would be with him when he started sparring for his boxing. I would always tag along, and he let me do all this stuff, and he empowered me too. So I was really blessed with that. And when it came to wrestling, I came in as a manager, never wore a dress in my whole entire life. Like, I hated dresses, never wore skirts, and I realized that in wrestling, you got to play a little bit of a part and be this character. So I did that. But I knew once I got that shot at wrestling, I was gonna be the way, like Melina, the way I've always wanted to be, what I grew up watching and wanted to become. So once I got that opportunity, I put on my gauntlets, I put on my tights, and I did what I did. The character is based off of, it's a little bit of what I think that character should have been, and it's also a part of me, where I believe in that she was a person that had a lot of strength, that had a lot of conviction in what she believed in, whether she was a good guy or a bad guy. She had a lot of conviction, and no one was going to tell her that what she wasn't capable of. In her mind, she was capable of anything and everything. And even as a bad guy, I was blessed to be able to inspire women in a positive way because of that part of me. Since we are here at Comic-Con, I mean, you have no idea. I grew up, like, my first crush was Batman and Superman. So growing up, I was in love with the Trinity. Wonder Woman was one of my heroes growing up too, because she was the only person that had dark hair like me. So it's kind of like I looked at her and I wanted to be her, and I just loved everything about her. So that's where my love for superheroes came about. I wish I was more of a comic book person. I have to admit, everything that I love about comics and everything is all from TV shows and movies. I admit it. But I love superheroes. I love the thought that there are people out there, no matter whether they have powers or not, want to do good in this world. And I believe that, like, we can be that. So when I got into wrestling, that was my opportunity to be like a real life superhero. So when I dressed up, it might not have been Wonder Woman style, but I had to put my gauntlets on. Like, that was my homage to Wonder Woman. I had to have a little piece of her incorporated in my gear. So that's what I love about wrestling. Like, wrestling, I got to be a superhero. Whether it was a villain or an actual hero, I got to be one. I'm very happy that I was lucky enough to be a part of the Avon 39 walk to end breast cancer. It was so incredible. The thing is that not only was it difficult because it was 39 miles of walking, like, I pushed myself and I did something that I didn't know if I was capable of doing. Like, I know I'm an athlete, but at the same time, I've never walked 39 miles before. So it was so incredible personally, but what made it that just mind-blowing was that there were cancer survivors walking with us. There were people who were walking for their families, for either people who have cancer now or have passed away with cancer. It was just such an eye-opening experience. And I've been a part of other charities in the past, and I've donated money and everything, but now I want to use my platform to raise money, to bring awareness, and to also contribute to just, do things to show the whole entire world and people who follow me as a female wrestler that look up to me what they are capable of. So in the future, I hope to be a part of as many different charities as I can. I'm not just about one. I believe in trying to help as many as I can. I want to help kids who are in orphanages. I've donated money to one of the local orphanages that's nearby. I wanted to raise money for suicide prevention from any type of cancer. I also want to be able to bring awareness to rape prevention and all these, so many different things. Bullying is another thing that's close to home. So for me, when it came to the Avon 39, I know it's just about breast cancer, but I had a grandfather that passed away with lung cancer and an aunt that passed away from bone cancer. So it's just a big deal for me to be able to try to raise as much money as we can to try to find a cure. But it's an honor to be able to have this ability to be able to bring awareness and to raise money. That's something I'm going to do from here on out to the day I die. Exit, where you can find me. Hi, this is former Melina Perez. I'm like, hi, I've done this so many times and I'm getting all mixed up. Hi, my name is Melina Perez, former WWE 5-time champion, and you are watching Inside Edge. Hi, this is Melina Perez, former WWE 5-time champion, and you are watching, oh crap, watching Authentic Culture. Oh no! You are watching Authentic Culture Edge. Oh, network! Hi, my name is Melina Perez, former 5-time WWE champion, and you are watching Authentic Culture Network.